This is the recording for section 1.3. I will start with the first section of the variable on one side, and I will do number 17. So we'll start with number 17 here. And number 17 is 7 minus 5 over 3 c equals 22. In order to solve this one, I need to get the c by itself. I do the reverse of order of operations, so I need to get rid of my addition and subtraction first. So there's a 7, that's a positive, so I'm going to go minus 7 from both sides. And when I do that, the 7's cancel. That leaves us with a negative 5/3 c equals 22 minus 7 is 15. Now I have to get rid of the negative 5/3. That's negative 5/3 times c, so the opposite operation there would be multiplied by the reciprocal. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to multiply by a negative 3/5. Come over here and multiply by a negative 3/5 as well. The negative 3 and 3 and the 5 and 5 cancels, and that leaves us with c equals, then I'm going to go 15 times negative 3 is a negative 45, and then over 5. Because 15 would be over 1, so I'll go top number times top number. 15 times negative 3 gave me the negative 45, and then the 1 times 5 would have given me the 5. And the only thing left to do is reduce. Negative 45 divided by 5 is a negative 9. And that is my answer. I'll go ahead and check it real quick, make sure it is correct. So negative 9 times, replace the c with negative 9, so that's going to go negative 9 times a minus 5 over 3, so that's going to give us minus a negative, which becomes a positive, and 9 times 5 is 45, over 3 is 15, and then 7 plus 15 would give us 22. So that one is correct, and we will now move on to our next problem. The next problem I will do is number 31. On this problem, we have variables on both sides. And 31 is 17 minus 6r equals 25 minus 3r. So I have r's on both sides. I can move either r, this 3r or the 6r. I'm going to go ahead and move the negative 6r. I'm going to make that a plus 6r and a plus 6r. And the reason I chose the 6r is because that will give us a positive r. So that cancels. That leaves us with 17 on the left, 25, and a negative 3r and a positive 6r gives us a positive 3r. Now I don't have to worry about having a negative variable. Now I want to go ahead and get the r by itself, so this is like the previous problem we did. So I get rid of my addition and subtraction first, so that's a positive 25, so I go minus 25 from both sides to keep it balanced. 25 and negative 25 cancels. 17 minus 25 is a negative 8, and then 3r. Now I want to get the r by itself, so I divide by 3 and divide by 3. And that leaves us with r equals a negative 8 over 3. And that is our answer. You can check it back in, plug back in for r, and that should end up giving you equal on both sides. And that is your answer for number 31. And now we'll do number 37. On this section, we're having to use the distributive property. We have 12 times the parenthesis, and we also have 2 times the parenthesis. So I'm going to distribute here. I'm going to say 12 times r, which gives us 12r. And then I'm going to go 12 times 3, which gives us 36. So I distributed the 12. Now I'll do the same thing on the 2. So I'm going to go 2 times r, which is 2r. And then I'm going to go 2 times 5, which is 10. And then we still have this minus 3r out on the end that is not part of the distribution because it's not inside the parentheses. Now I'm going to combine my like terms On the left side, there are no like terms, so I just leave that as 12r and 36. On the right side, I have a 2r and a negative 3r. So 2r minus 3r is a negative 1r plus 10. So now that I've combined my like signs on that side, now I need to work to get my variables to one side. That's a negative r, so I'm going to move my negative r. So that's a negative, so I'm going to go plus 1r and plus 1r. The negative 1r and the positive 1r cancels, and that leaves us with 12r plus 1r is 13r. Still have the plus 36, and over here I still have the 10. Now I've got it down to one variable on my left side, no variables on my right, so I can go ahead and solve for that r. Get rid of my addition and subtraction first, so I'm going to go minus 36, minus 36. The 36 and the negative 36 cancel. That leaves us with 13r equals, and then 10 minus 36 is a negative 26. Now 13 times r, so I divide by 13, divide by 13. The 13's cancel. That leaves us with r equals negative 26 divided by 13 is a negative 2. That is your answer for number 37. Next problem we'll do will be number 45. In this one we are working with the fractions in our variables. So now we have 2/3 m minus 3/5 m. I have like signs. I've got an m, two m's that I need to combine. In order to combine them, since they have fractions as their coefficients, I have to have a common denominator. So my common denominator, since it's 5 and 3, my common denominator would be 15. So 5 times 3 is 15, so I multiply that times 5. I also have to multiply the top times 5. So that's going to give us 5 times 2 gives us 10 over 15m. Same thing on the other side is still minus. That is 15. On here I had to multiply the times 3 on the bottom to get 15, so I have to do the same thing on the top. So multiply by 3 on the top, so that goes 3 times 3 is 9 over 15. I still have the 4 on the other side. So now that I have a common denominator, I can go and combine them. So 10 over 15 minus 9 over 15, I forgot my m here, but 10 over 15m minus 9 over 15m, all you do is you subtract the numerators. So 10 minus 9 leaves us with 1 over 15m equals 4. Now I need to get rid of that fraction as we did earlier, so since that's 1 over 15, I need to multiply by the reciprocal, which would be 15 over 1. 15's cancel, 1's cancel. Same thing on the other side. So that's going to leave us with, since that's 15 over 1, and the other one is 4 over 1, that's going to go 4 times 15 is 60. 1 times 1 is 1. 60 divided by 1 is 60. And that is your answer for number 45. If I plug that back into the original 60 in for the m, work it out, it should end up being 4 equals 4. And that concludes the video tutorial for section 1.3.